Good afternoon, this is The Alchemist. Apologies for not posting a few days ago. I had a family emergency, which is over now. So let's just jump straight into it. So Tesla was quoted as saying, if you wish to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. And this is what my teachings are based upon, understanding the relationship between frequency and self. What we're going to address today is your relationship to lower frequency and your communication with it. Before we even achieve the balance and equilibrium between light and dark frequency, it's important to understand that healing starts by proxy with the shadow self. It's important to get down in the trenches with your shadow self, which starts with acknowledgement first of all. This is not to be confused with shadow work or the dark night of the soul. It's very similar. As previously stated, a lot of people find it difficult to adhere to faith in God due to society's views that your shadow self should be rejected and only your high frequency should be embraced. However, there are some lower frequencies which are necessary and will always remain. For example, self-preservation and survival. So it's vital to address and embrace this as part of who you are in order to manage your shadow self in a healthy manner, as previously stated in other videos. Now, even in your response to survival and self-preservation, there should be a tempering of flow. And that is why it's important to organise a system that purges and transmutates unnecessary lower vibrational energy, or to manage those necessary lower frequencies into a tidy box if and when needed. Now, some examples of unhealed frequency are a lack of self-love that results in seeking trauma bonds and toxic comfort in others. Trauma that results in seeking validation from others. Anger, which is grieving in sadness and pain, attempting to empower your feelings of weakness, victimhood and lack of control. Maliciousness, and how you feel you have been treated by others. These are all reflections of self, and these are all examples of relationships you have with lower vibration. Acknowledgement of the communication you have with it and what energy you're actually investing in it. Once you have done the work with your shadow self, you will find an equilibrium between your light and dark. You will find conversing with your shadow frequency becomes less necessary as you have already put in place a purging process, which we have gone over on previous videos. Once you have found that balance, you can then put into practice the process of unconscious transmutation and hit the ground running. At this point, you maintain the healing of yourself and help in the healing of others. What better person to invest in than yourself once you acknowledge how much you've actually invested in others? So now we are at a place of self-management, and you have lifelong tools to deal with all lower vibrational energies, and it becomes non-conducive to operate in intentional lower frequency. And at your best, you can work on raising your frequency. So the fundamentals of self-healing are addressing your relationship to the shadow self, structuring a purging or a transmutation system within, the balancing and embracing of your light and shadow self, and integrating your shadow self in order to manage it in a healthy manner, which prevents the festering and feasting on your higher frequencies, which cause an imbalance in your vibration. Now I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to actually elaborate on this video in particular because I have other things to come off of this. But for now, big love to my subs, and I will speak to you tomorrow.